Most ghosts today are wispy, insubstantial things, and look, no judgment, but if you see one you might be forgiven for thinking, is that just a trick of the light or my eyes? But no myopia or optical illusion could ever make one imagine they had seen Lady Howard's death carriage, for it was pulled by 4 onyx black horses driven by a headless coachman, the whole thing topped with plumes that looked like they'd been taken from some gigantic ravens. A hellhound ran beside it, eyes blazing with fire, breath of sulphur, and the whole rickety edifice was constructed quite impractically out of human bones. Above each wheel sat a skull, the skull of Lady Howard's 4 husbands respectively. Lady Howard's death carriage, the kind of shit that you get in the TK Maxx Halloween section if you arrive there in like March, I expect. This is a Devon folktale, and it's one of my absolute favourites for how silly and overblown it is. The legend tells how the carriage et al. Appear every night at Fitz House, and then process down to Oakhampton Park, where, in an act of some considerable precision, the hellhound takes a blade of grass between its teeth, plucks it, and then they all head back to Fitz House, where they disappear. This little vignette to be repeated every night until the entirety of Oakhampton Park is clear of grass. This is said to be a punishment for Lady Howard, the wicked, dissolute woman who had 4 husbands and probably killed 3 of them and divorced the other, which is basically worse. Now, the odd thing about this is that if you look into the history of this all, it doesn't seem like she really did any of these things. In fact, she really seems to be the victim, a child married off to older men against her will to get her massive fortune. But that doesn't matter for the ghost story now, does it? A 19th century ballad talks about encountering the carriage and how terrifying it would be for it to halt by you, and then for Lady Howard herself to open the door, to lean out, and she's all ashen-faced, ruby-red lips, your proper gothic villainess. She'd say in seductive, sepulchral tones, "Pray step in." And the ballad advises, do not do that. But honestly, if a gothic carriage pulled up next to me and its inhabitant leaned out and asked me if I wanted a ride, I might well say yes. I don't know what that says about my survival instincts there. Now, I've always liked to think that because this punishment actually doesn't seem worse than, say, the usual punishment, going to hell, that just possibly getting to remain behind, getting to spend every night in a luxurious gothic coach, to ride around with 4 horses with your own doggy, and to apparently seduce travellers on the road, while everyone who wronged you rots in the ground. Perhaps this isn't punishment at all. Maybe this is Lady Howard's reward, and she is out there every night enjoying the high life. And probably Halloween, best of all. Happy Halloween, everybody.